and welcome back to Let's Play Look Outside. Now, last time we finished off with quite a few loose ends to get to, because I was trying to speed through and get access to the elevator, giving us a bit less restrictive access to the rest of the apartment, and allowing us to dart around quickly to get various things completed, and also allowing us to finally get some endings for the game that don't involve just letting time run out. We also have impressed the roaches with our graciousness enough that we now have a giant stack of roaches in a trench coat helping us out in combat. Sounds grand, sounds grand. We've also got the Shadow over there to periodically give us some items, and now I think it's time we got to our usual daily routine. Hey, buddy. Okay, let's talk to the plant here. Hey, plant, so... I understand. No, I get it. We're from different kingdoms. It can never work. I hope we can stay friends. And if you make it to that point in the plant conversation, you get an achievement to unlock. And it's a little heartbreaking, a little sad even. Now it's time to check the news. You spend some time browsing news sites. Nothing new or interesting today. Unfortunately, it looks like news has slowed to a crawl. Social media's always got something jumping on it, though. There's more and more hostility online towards those who haven't looked. It was a bit more playful before. Feels outright hateful now. One person says that they've been changing ever since they looked outside. They attach a picture. It's a garbled mess of nonsense. The replies are a mix of compliments and confusion. Social media makes you feel a bit less alone, but it can be a bit stressful. You hear a knock at the door. Wonder what that music is. I've never actually heard that kick in before. Regardless, let's look at who's at the door. Hey, it's the gem trader. We may as well let him inside and see if he's got anything good for us. Yes, we've got plenty of money to buy some stuff, and I've got a bunch of treasures I could also liquidate. We stole all of Antoine's anime merch, so why don't we just sell that off right now and see what we get for that. Oh, and the silver dust. How much does that sell for? Let's see, 132, not too bad, actually. I can live with that, Let's see, going over to here. We can sell these ammo belts, because I'm never going to use them, and they get us 24 bullets a pop. Now, let's just sell off drawings, anime figure, photo album, stamp collection, a bunch of manga. Hey, $72 for that, not bad. Old video game console, vintage game console, some old CDs, a game kid color, let's see, damn, does Sam just have all this, kicking around in his pockets? Deep pockets. And let's see here. If I was still using Dan, I'd probably get this eye amulet just so he wouldn't blind himself when he uses his triple hit. Let's see though. We'll take this ring of alertness. And we'll also take this ruby ring here. This one can actually potentially be pretty important. Let's see here. We don't really need the sapphire ring, so we'll leave that behind. Very good, very good. Thank you for your business. Let's take a look at our guys here. Let's give Roaches something to help him out a little bit. Since he gets more damage for his roach cannon if he has more HP, makes sense to give him the ruby ring, and that was actually quite a sizable HP bump for him. Before we head out for the day, of course we'll also want to have a meal, so let's make a singular TV dinner, and then share it with about the 9 or so people we've got kicking around our apartment. I will say, the limited nutritional value that this might have already is getting quite worse with, okay, only 6 people. 16 HP and 8 stamina, but a ton of social. Hey, do you have any bagelos? I can check. You half-heartedly check your pantry for bagelos. You're not even sure what they are. What? Man, no bagelos! That stinks. I used to eat bagelos every morning. Well, if we find any bagelos out there, I call them. How about crunchums? Do you have any crunchums? Hi again, I have new items. Take a look. And yes, we are just making a quick stop at Eugene's because he is finally selling the item that I have been waiting for. Reptile Football. If you want to collect all 20 games, you need to buy this one from Eugene, and it takes quite a bit of time for it to show up. Anything else I really want to buy while I'm here? Not really, although I might take some, let's see, we got 6 beers here, those aren't good enough, but these energy drinks, now these might actually help us out, so I'll take those energy drinks. And that's all I really wanted to get from Eugene at this point in the game. Now I can start advancing the other side quests that revolve around him, or rather just show off everything he has to do. To start things out, though, I do want to hit up a bit of a dangling loose end that I haven't gotten to. It was something that I just brushed by as we finished the last video, and I'm sure you're screaming at me to get to it right now, so let's do it. That's right, I forgot to check the second floor. I was just in such a hurry to finish the video that I blew right past this. Unfortunately, the second floor does not have too much on it. We've got a couple of unmarked door, or an unmarked door that is locked, a unmarked apartment door that is also locked, and then one that actually opens. Those 2 bottom doors can never be opened up. This one apartment has some light switches, so we get a good look at the creepy guy roaming around there. We're just gonna raid his bathroom real quick, and it turns out he has nothing, and I have plenty of roaches at home. I'm just gonna borrow your wallet. Don't worry, I plan to give it back. Might not have all its contents, but you'll get it back eventually. Nothing usable in there. Just, hey, you mind if I look in the fridge? Seems like he's pretty okay with it. We get some raw pork and various other niceties, plus a tea set. Oh, my friend, you're so generous here. And we've got a loose sheaf of paper forming what appears to be a manuscript. Interesting. Crumpled manuscript. We'll just take that real quick. Don't mind me, buddy. I'm just going through your entire room. Let's see here. We've got a backgammon set. I want to look at that typewriter in a little bit, but not just right now. Next, we're going to go into here. It's almost noon. And in here is a manila envelope, and it appears to contain a manuscript. Now, these two manuscripts that we just picked up, both of these can be turned over to Jasper to fulfill the offering requirements, but neither of them are correct. There is a third manuscript that is correct. Note that if you want to get to a worse ending, Jasper has no problem accepting multiple offering types of the same kind, so you can give him all the manuscripts if you want to, and just get an ending off of that. Typewriter. The hunter had come face to face with his greatest fear. Ahead him, the most dangerous of beasts, the many-headed Hydra. The beast had not yet noticed him, or so he thought. He crept through the brush and readied an ambush. This guy will be periodically typing a draft, and if we want to prevent bad things from happening, we're going to destroy that draft. Meanwhile, the rest of my party will just go to town on this guy. Fievel will start blasting, as he is wont to do, and whoa, fellow, roaches be upon thee. Luckily, the draft is not particularly powerful. A single solid attack is enough to destroy it. Get a carve in there to get a bleed DOT, get a pistol shot from Fievel, and then finally, here come the roaches. Pretty weak, but now he's covered in a swarm of roaches. You prevent the monster's written attack. The typewriter is annoyed with your meddling. The hunter hid and tended to his wounds. He knew this would be a long and difficult fight. And there we go, get a stack of a couple of damage over time effects, and now we'll just do the same again. This is a pretty repetitive fight. You can just keep doing the same thing over and over until eventually you win. These aimed shots from the rifle are going to be quite a bit better than just firing roaches at him. And fortunately, roaches is no worse with the rifle than Dan is, so it still works out pretty well. There we go. You prevent the monster's written attack. Typewriter is losing his temper. The hunter readied a devious trap that would neutralize one of the beast's snarling heads. Well, that's not really going to help you too much. We're just kind of taking this fight in stride. Kind of wish I had more reason to use Helen's Massacre, but it's too inconsistent for a battle like this, so let's just take yet another aim shot. Destroy his draft once again. He is probably just absolutely furious with us. This guy isn't too difficult to beat, as you can see, although he's a bit tougher if you're, for whatever reason, still solo Sam at this point. Man, he's got a lot of HP. The hunter's wounds worsened. The adrenaline kept him going for now, but he knew the tide was turning. You prevent the monster's written attack. The typewriter goes berserk! And now he is just totally, yeah, this is, ooh, wow. Oh no, Fievel! The hunter called for help. I have never seen the fight go on this long before. He must have gotten a serious HP buff in one of the last patches, because usually he is long since dead by this point. Whatever the case, just one more attack there, and we're good to go. Poor Fievel. But we get a loose manuscript for our efforts. We've got plenty of first aid kits, though. Fievel, look, he looks like $1,000,000 now. Let me see, do I have any other healing items? We're getting actually pretty low on those, so we'll need to be careful about the damage I'm taking going forward. Anyway, now that we have the loose manuscript, let's take a look at this typewriter. Yeah, I see you over there. Let's see, there's a half-written page in the typewriter. Skim the pages. It begins in the middle of a sentence and rambles incoherently about something. You can't tell. Now, if we were to add this loose paper to the manuscript, you add the sheet to the incomplete manuscript. There was actually a bug in earlier patches where the typewriter paper didn't actually leave the typewriter after you added it to the loose manuscript, so you could just add infinite pages to the loose manuscript, which didn't do anything, but it was very funny. Anyway, with that taken care of, there's one other dangling problem that I'm sure is just leaving you on edge right now, so why don't I get to that? Never a bad opportunity to save up with Sybil, and she does have a comment about the typewriter. That's so sad. The author went mad after writing down his experiences seeing the outside. I almost want to read it myself, but I'm afraid it would drive me mad too. Maybe I already am. I suppose nothing too bad happened then. That's good. We've got a bunch of disinfectants and some cloth, so I'm going to mix these together, because if you combine the disinfectant with the cloth, you get a ton of bandages. You can also combine the disinfectant with the tonic in order to create first aid kits, although I'm a little light on tonics at the moment, and I only have the 2 disinfectants. I think making bandages overall is a lot more effective. We can also combine the Clysox with the Cleaner X to make some gas bombs. Not super useful items, but I may as well make a couple since I've got so many things to combine. I was able to make more disinfectant by combining the Metacell with vinegar, which is actually pretty helpful. I am light on healing items right now. And finally, we get a first aid kit there by combining the tonic and the disinfectant. Pretty good, pretty good. I'll heal up a bit, and now we'll get to that next bit of business. Last time, I just completely ignored the southern area in the Basement Dwellers location. We need to go in here to actually advance the game further and hopefully secure us a good ending. Musette said that some people went missing in this area, and she sounded pretty worried about them, so I think it would be in our best interest to help them out. Now, it looks like we've got a fairly moldy area with tons of mushrooms and whoa, touch fuzzy, get dizzy. But yes, we have a ton of mushrooms in here. These mushrooms, I'm not too sure what they can actually do for us. Oh, hey, I got an ammo crate here. Crack open the ammo crate, and hey, some rifle bullets. We've been using a lot. Okay. But yeah, we've been using a lot of those, so probably a good idea to get some. Before we actually delve into the mold-infested area, we can head over here to get a simple key, which not too helpful since we have the lock-picking set, but if you haven't lucked into getting that, there is another key for you to use. We can also open up this gate over here to create a doorway into this section, though there's not really any reason to do so. It doesn't really count as a shortcut or anything. Regardless, let me just see if I can't find that mushroom. What can we do with that? Where is the mushroom? There's the mushroom. Anything happen if we eat it? It poisons you and gives you a very low HP restore. Alright, good to know, good to know. Here, Ellen. Here, Helen. Maybe I should just make good on that and not leave you poisoned. Okay, continuing on. We don't want to get too, shall we say, discombobulated, so let's do our best to avoid those spores. Hey, looks like someone's in trouble over here. Help! Oh no, it's Rodrigue. Hey, I just, technically a different timeline, but wasn't that one of the people that Papano mentioned? Incidentally, there is a lot of additional dialogue you can get in this particular area if you happen to have Papano with you. Unfortunately, we do not, but I might come back later for it to show it off. For right now, I just want to get into this area and take care of it as best I can right now. It seems you are too late to save Rodrigue. Sam's party is victorious, but at what cost? Hey, at least we get a tonic. I'm sure Rodrigue is happy about that in the afterlife. There's a key. This key is branded with the image of the convenience store on the ground floor. Nice. So now we can get into the convenience store. The convenience store holds a very important item if you want to get the best ending in the game. We've got many infected to deal with here, but they aren't anything too special. Let me just go through this without really thinking about it too much. Do a jumping attack with Sam. We could really use a better weapon for him. Let me see. I'm using the mace on him. Do I have anything that's stronger? And potentially these things are vulnerable to. Let's see. Not really. It's unfortunate that Sam is stuck with the one-handed weapons. I could actually find a way to make the sewage blade stronger again, but we don't have that option quite at the moment. Over here? Huh. Who's that? Friend, help! Okay, so we've got another guy to rescue here. We'll have Helen and Sam take out this guy. Then we will have Fievel and Roaches take over this guy right here. And hopefully we won't have any shots redirected into the weird bug-looking fella. Okay, nothing too bad there. That one down. And then another aim shot from the rifle should take out the other guy. There we go. Alright, let's free this guy. Fortunately, the mold doesn't seem to be overtaking him. You free the moth creature from the fungus. Oh my, that was quite the pickle, wasn't it? I was almost one dead bug, huh? Oh, by the way, my name's Phillipe. Pleased to meet you. I really want to leave, but I can't. I need to be a strong moth for my friends trapped here. Hey, I got an idea. Maybe I can tag along with you. I'm a powerful bug, the strongest. Look, I'm bigger than other moths by at least 2 times. Huh? What do you say? Want to team up? Well, what can you do in a team, Phillipe? I can do a lot. I'm a bug. I do bug things. You need a strong bug on your team. This is how it is. No strong bug? Not a chance. You know, I can't argue with that logic. Need a fighter, a healer, a bug, and tax guy? I'm the third guy. The bug! I'm not the tax guy. I don't see a bug or tax guy on the team you got. I can do both, but mainly bug. I did tax once before, and they yelled at me on the phone. Huh? What do you say? Want to team up? Sure, let's take him along. Yes, I love making friends. You are my friend, right? I'm so happy. Ooh, got too many on the team. Uh-oh. You need to send someone back home. Well, Helen's been putting in good work, so let's let her kick back for a little bit. And bring along Phillipe. Okay, I'll join you now. Yay, we'll have such fun. I love my friends. And yes, now we've got Phillipe. He is, not that powerful, but he does, as he said, adds quite a bit to the bugginess of our team. It looks like he's going to be taking the shotgun. I just hit optimize to give him whatever. Good on you, Phillipe. You tote that shotgun like a champ. Heading into here, if we step on these little spores here, they will retract into the ground, one will retract into the pop-up after we step over it, and the rest will retract into the ground. I was really having a hard time explaining that. Alright, looks like we've got another person to save. It's all over my hair. Get me out of here! Okay, we'll get you out, Sylvain. Let's see here. We just want to go for a jump attack on that guy, go for a, actually, you know what? Why don't we have Fievel copy Dad, and then we'll just go for some normal rifle butts on this guy right here. Fievel is copying Dad's moves? No, does he, okay, so he doesn't automatically copy the last thing Sam did, I guess. I've never really bothered around with the skill, because it was just recently added. Does he just, do it, when Sam does it? Whatever. Anyways, it looks like our attacks are redirecting, but fortunately Sylvain is far away enough that our melee strikes do not hit him. You freed Sylvain from the Fungus. Ugh, how embarrassing. I suppose I should thank you. The Fungus has taken a few of my colleagues captive. I do hope you'll extend them the same courtesy. Here, as thanks for delivering me from this embarrassing mishap, let me give you this. You receive an elegant cap. Now, what can Master Duelist Sylvain do for you, mon capitan? Well, let's talk. You are acquainted with Duel for Atlantis, no? A trading card game, quite popular in high society. Perhaps we can play sometime, if you find enough cards for the starter deck. Now, what can Master Duelist Sylvain do for you? Well, let's see if we can't play. Do we have some cards? Well, actually, I think I sold the cards that I had. You only have 0 duel cards collected. You need at least 10 to play. Darn! Well, at least that means that we'll have a card game to play down the line. I'll wait by the entrance for your return. I do hope you rescue the others. So, that's a nice little addition to the game, I suppose. We'll have to keep our eyes out for some Duel for Atlantis cards. Over here, unfortunately, this guy seems like it's a little too late for him, so we're just gonna have to dispatch this fungal creature here, and then move on. Let's see here. Phillipe, just do a point-blank shot on it, and that should be good. Heck, we might even finish this thing off before Phillipe gets a chance to do anything, and we did. Seems you are too late to save Danielle. Sam's party was victorious, but at what cost? Well, at least Danielle also provided us with a tonic. Hey, looks like there's another disc over there. We're gonna have to find a way to finagle these spores in order to get over to that disc, because we definitely need more. There are quite a few doors we're still incapable of actually opening up. Alright, let me just make my way over here and... Huh. I'm trapped! I can't get out of here! What are we gonna do? Oh, I can't believe we've come this far, and I just blundered into a dead end like an idiot. Is there anything we can possibly do to get out of here? Well, I guess this is just where I'm gonna have to call it a video. I'm gonna have to reload my save, and maybe I'll cut back in, and hopefully we can just continue on here, but whoa! Well, maybe this guy will let us through. Can you help me with my stand-up comedy routine? I was a stand-up comic before all this. I had the second worst rated act in the last comedy show. Will you help me? Alright. Go ahead. Okay, here goes. Why are yeasts always so honest? No cap. I actually kind of like that one. Get a little bit of clapter going there. I have 1,000,000 of them. Oh, what the hell was that noise? Laugh track. I make the sound myself. Impressive. This body is perfect for comedy. Why didn't the mushroom have any friends? It was sporing. Was that one too lewd? Ooh. Oh boy, that's sporing. It's a bit crude, yeah, my word. Yeah, I might change it. Okay, just one more joke. They say no two mosses are the same. There's nobody likin'. Okay, that's a little clever. I see what you're doing. That's my best one, I think. Now that's funny. So, you don't like my jokes? I can see it in your face. I will make you truffle off this mortal coil. Did I get you? Yeah, that got me. Okay, so what do you think overall? I mean, that was okay. Okay, thank you for your time. I need to work on this a little more. And we get an elixir for being such a good sport. This guy, you can actually just either completely blow him off or fight him, but you get the achievement regardless of how you decide to resolve that situation. Since I didn't really feel like it was necessary to kill him, I decided to play along with this little comedy act. Incidentally, playing along with him allowed us to easily get the Neptune disc here, which allows us to open a lot more doors than we've been able to up to this point. There were quite a few that we would need the Neptune disc for. Heading over this way, we've got a couple other people to save, plus this guy right here. Let's see, the Spore Shambler. We're just going to take him out with standard tactics. I'm still not sure what Copy Dad does. Has he gotten any of Sam's skills yet? Well, whatever. We're going to do a pistol multi-shot. We are going to hit this guy with an aim shot, and then we are just going to have Phillipe finally get a chance to do a point-blank shot. And it should take this guy down relatively quickly. Fievel just keeps blasting. Fievel is no longer copying Dad's move. He did not copy a single move. Ooh, boy. This guy can hit us with some poison. Fortunately, not too difficult. We'll definitely want to use some medication on roaches to make sure they're not taken down. I was wondering why in my previous playthroughs I had so many tonics by the end of the game. We were just getting a ton of them from here. Alright, continuing over here, we've got another person to save. This is someone. Help, please! Okay. Let's rescue this person real quick. We will just go in with some normal shots here, and hopefully not redirect any attacks into them. Let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. Ah, that's good stuff, that's good stuff. And this guy is surprisingly still hanging in there, so we're going to have to just keep up another round. Oh no, Fievel is poisoned as well. There we go. Unfortunately, a lot of our attacks are about to redirect. Hopefully Clara doesn't take that too personally. Look, it's the game's fault. I don't intend for this to happen, okay? You free Claire from the fungus. I thought I was done for. I've never been so scared in my life. I don't know how I can thank you. I'm a carpenter. I was hired to expand some of the apartments when I got trapped down here. It's not much, but I found this. You should have it. And we get an ornate breastplate. Pretty cool. Now, what can I do for you? I should have never taken this job. The landlord hired me to expand some of the apartments, but now I'm stuck here. Maybe I could expand yours as thanks for saving me. It'll take some more materials, but I saw some further in. Okay. Now, what can I do for you? Well, let's preview the apartment expansions here. I can help with that, if you've got the materials. Well, how about our living room? Upgrading your living room will add more space for entertainment, like a pool table and pinball machines. It requires 10 wood and 4 concrete. Unfortunately, we're short of materials. Might be able to find some more further in. What about my bathroom? Upgrading your bathroom will greatly improve your hygiene every time you use it. I can also install a hot tub, which is great for morale. It requires 4 wood, 4 tile, and 4 concrete. And what about the kitchen? Upgrading your kitchen can improve the quality of every meal you make. I can also install a freezer and a hibachi grill, which expands your range of cooking options. Requires 4 wood, 6 tile, and 2 steel. Okay, and moving on to the bedroom. Upgrading your bedroom can drastically improve the quality of your sleep. I can also build a small reading alcove to store your books. It requires 6 wood, 4 concrete, 2 steel. Books, huh? We kind of sold off all the books we had. Building a guest room is a tall order, but will dramatically increase the quality of sleep for your companions. Requires 8 wood and 8 concrete. We'll have to keep that in mind. It would be nice to have some apartment upgrades. Definitely I've been light on healing options, so those bedroom expansions and kitchen expansions would be really nice. I'll be back at the entrance where it's safer. Take care. Alright, now with that taken care of, there is just one more person to save. Over here. Let's rescue this guy. You will find that this guy has an awesome mustache. It's Jean-Pierre. Help! I'm stuck! Help me! Okay, so let's do a jump attack on this one. Once again, Phillipe will just start blasting. We're just gonna have all our guys, except for Phillipe, blast on this thing. And no, whoops. Sorry, Jean-Pierre. Ow, no. That is not intentional, I promise. I did not expect that guy to go down so quickly. You free Jean-Pierre from the fungus. Fortunately, the bullet wounds aren't as bad as they looked. You saved me. Thank you so much. I was sure I was a goner. If it had been any longer. Here, take this. Use it to slay the beast. It's not my best work, but it should do. You get a great sword. Now, what can the finest blacksmith in the city do for you? A blacksmith, eh? Well, in my spare time, I smith weapons, armor, you name it. But now it's an antiquated hobby. I know it's an antiquated hobby, but it makes me feel alive. Bring me materials, and I'll see if I can make you something. I'll set up my shop in your home, if you don't mind. Now, what can the finest blacksmith in the city do for you? Let's take a look at the weapons he can craft. My current project's the Void Blade, a dreadful weapon. Drains the life from anything it touches. I'll need a claymore and a dark matter to finish it. Well, we're halfway there. Maybe later. Let's see, the Rotten Fang? Noxious dagger that rots away flesh. I'll need a dagger and a venom flask to craft it. Venom flask? Would an acid flask work, maybe? A hammer of incredible mass. It can pulverize just about anything. I'll need a sledgehammer and an orichalcum to craft it. Well, the former we can get from Eugene pretty easily, but the latter, I'm a bit lost in where we could possibly find that. The XX9's particle gun? Disintegrator gun will utterly annihilate anything it hits, but can only be used once. I'll need a magnum and a pentatronic resonator to craft it. You don't have the required materials. Well, there's also some pretty cool stuff here. The axe that could cut Yggdrasil itself. I'll need an old axe and adamantine wafers to craft it. Adamantine wafers? You're just making this stuff up? Well, whatever. We don't have that either. But it's something to keep in mind if we do happen to find any of these things. If you're interested in crafting, I think there might be more materials further in. Good luck. Hey, convenient. There's also some apartment upgrade materials further in. Now let's just take a look at those pieces of art. Oh, sorry, yeah, Phillipe, I forgot to give you some medication there. There you go. You're looking like $1,000,000. Even better now. But let's just take a quick look at those items that we got there. Let's see. Looks like Sam can't use the claymore, but the breastplate could potentially be useful. That is a surprisable amount of defense. The metal is quite cold, though. Also, we got, what was it? Wasn't a helmet. Was it footwear, or was it jewelry? Let's see. Was there something else that we got? Am I going crazy here? Let's see. Well, Phillipe could probably use it. God. It's oh no, get that out of there. I just want to see that claymore, okay? Let's see, where is the claymore? Let's see, that's a normal claymore. Let's see, where is the claymore that we got as a reward? Am I going crazy here? I feel like I'm going crazy here. We don't seem to have that weapon. Whatever. Phillipe, take the shotgun back. I'm not going to equip any of that stuff regardless, for reasons I'll get into later. Now, we've kind of trapped ourselves here, but fortunately there is a door back out of here. As a matter of fact, it was a one-way door, or not a one-way door, it was locked from the other side, but now we can pop it open and get back through the mold area a little bit quicker. That's the wrong way, silly goose. Gotta go deeper to rescue everybody. Well, you're not a coward, right? Phillipe, don't think that of me. I'm just going back to regroup a little bit. I want to make sure I'm topped off and well-equipped before we get into the boss fight for this area. Making our way out here. Huh, that's weird. Why are we in a fight? Hey, you're back. Need anything? I need to rest a little. Maybe I can help. I found these on the way. Get 4 tonic and 4 tonic plus and 4 succulent fruit. Will this help? No, I'm sorry. Wait, you're not running away, are you? I'm sorry, it's impossible. I'm just trying to get some sleep and dinner. Idiot. Humans are so stupid. I can't believe I used to be one. Pathetic little moral. Yeah, Claire's sprite is bugged and she does not properly transform like the others. Had them going for a while. That's right, I'm one of them too. Oh man, Phillipe. The spores have gotten to him! Alright, we're gonna have to take these guys out in relatively short order. What we want to do is let's use our explosive here to deal big damage to a bunch of these guys all at once. We'll take out Jean-Pierre there. Claire takes pretty good damage from the jump attack, and the explosive will deal big damage, potentially even stunning them. Yeah, Phillipe is, I'm sorry, Phillipe. We'll find a way to help you out, though. Let's see, got some venomous spores heading our way. Oof, everybody's getting poisoned. Might just have to walk that one off. I'm getting light on ammunition here. Be honest, did you buy it all? Did I push it too far? I need criticism if I want to improve. Oh boy. The fungus got into your brain, Phillipe? Huh? Oh, that's great. I thought you'd caught on. No, you idiot! There was never a Phillipe. Don't worry, Phillipe. I'll save you. What? No, you imbecile! I don't even have a name. I'm a mushroom. This is all an act. Phillipe was never real. Don't worry, Phil. I don't believe his lies. Wow, I really got into your head, huh? You're my only friend, Phillipe. I'll find a way. What? This is a bit sad. That's okay, Phillipe. I know you don't mean that. We'll figure something out. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to resolve this in a slightly violent way first. Phillipe is still stunned. Fortunately, that means we can just knock him out, I think. Sylvain goes for a skewer there, and that is no problem with him. Phillipe is no longer stunned. Alright, so let's just see if we can't incapacitate him rather than kill him. Go for a pistol multi-shot there, and another aim shot. Wait, slain? What have I done? Fievel is now level 9. Roach has learned Roach Missile. You collect what remains of your friend Phillipe, a disgusting, rotting lump. Tears roll down your cheeks. You'll find a way. It's so unfair. You must bring him back. You receive Philippe's remains, and everybody else is there, and we're kind of having a little bit of a mushroom samba here. Now, we could go back and get another party member to help us out, but why don't we just soldier on and see if we can't make it through the rest of this dungeon without one. Do note that if Phillipe is taken down, fortunately, all equipment that he had will get removed from him, so you don't lose any of his stuff permanently. That was not the case in earlier patches. Alright. Oof. We're coming down a little bit. There we go, We're fine now. Continuing on this way, now we have to work our way back through this little mushroom cap dungeon, or this mushroom cap maze. Fortunately, it's not too long, and we've gotten all the things that we needed to get, so we can just continue on to the end, and there's only one more room after this. Let's make our way over here. Just go past, let me see, if I go over that one, we'll have yeah, if I went over this one, this cap over here would pop up, so we just need to take the slightly roundabout way to make sure we can get into this next area. In here, we've got a ton of spores, and... Oh, whoa, oh god, I am totally tripping right now. Oh, goodness. Let's see if we can't take care of this king, or this queen's knight over here. Well, it's a little bit disorienting, but I think we can take him just fine. We'll want a nitro boost here. Let's toss an acid flask at this guy. Incidentally, the tonic plus. This is a lump of fungus roughly shaped like a tonic bottle. And a lump of fungus roughly shaped like a fruit. Yes, all those items that we got from the people we rescued were fakes, and they will actually make your stats worse if you equip them, so be mindful of that. Alright, let's, what do we got here? Roach Missile. Shoots an enemy with a Roach Missile. Deals more damage the more Roach Swarms the target has. Let's get started on getting some Roach Swarms, then. Ideally, the Nitro Boost will also allow us to, avoid, taking too much damage here. Let's see. Didn't get too lucky there. Shoots a writhing Roach Ball. That one actually did pretty good damage compared to the previous one. And the Swarm is coming through quite nicely. Okay. Now we'll just go all out on our attacks here. Let's see how much Roach Missile does with a single stack of roaches. Nice that the... oh, wow. That guy did not have much bite to him. Alright, that's that guy down. Let's see if we can actually make it through here without getting spored the hell up. Looks like there's something in the back. What is this? Now, if you reach this this boss with the Spore effect still in play, the sprite would not change out so quickly. There are also interactions you can get if you bring Phillipe along here. I'll be showing that off later, but not right now. I just wanted to get to this point and defeat the Spore Mother. Let's get another Nitro boost going, let's throw yet another Acid Flask, and let's get the Roaches going, so we have a little bit of a DOT, and we can get more mileage out of Roach Missile, or at least see what Roach Missile can do for us. Nice. I was saying earlier, Acid Flasks are so good. Oh dear, Spore Mother has the Vapors, but yeah, Acid Flasks just deal huge damage. Definitely keep a good supply of them for any tough fights. We're definitely going to want to look for more Declogger when we have a chance. Now, can we get Roach Missile to actually come through here and take out the Spore Mother for us? Come on, Roach Missile. Okay, that wasn't too bad, although we could probably just, you know, get as much done by just doing aimed rifle shots. But if you don't have the war rifle, I suppose. Anyway, speaking of the war rifle, aim shots. Fortunately, this boss is not really that tough. She's kind of just letting us kill her. There we go. Sam's party was victorious. Stimulant and a Mycelium Cloak. The Mycelium Cloak is the one piece of equipment we can get in this place that isn't complete junk that makes us worse. Let me see here. Was that an armor or was it an accessory? Yeah, as you can see, the Fungus breastplate has revealed itself now. It increases all the damage you take and does not give you the big stat increases that were advertised. Yeah, the Mycelium Cloak is an accessory. And it protects from stun and paralysis. Not bad, actually. Not bad. You know what? It actually gives an agility boost like the Rat Tail belt, so why don't I equip that? Those are some pretty good ailments to be immune to. But with that, not only has the... I can actually check the Spore Queen real quick, so let's just see what this says. You aren't sure this thing can die, but it's not moving anymore. With that taken care of, the little Spore Cap maze, all of those have disappeared, so we don't have to take any complicated route to get back out of here, which is good, because we were kind of stuck anyway, so that is taken care of. Now, in version 1.03, a little change was made. Normally, all of the mushrooms at this point, including the NPCs you rescued and brought back here, once you defeat the Spore Mother, they would all just collapse. They would no longer be ambulatory. All the spores are gone. But 1.03 allowed one of the mushroom denizens to escape. Laughing Mold, these guys are a good crowd. They haven't booed me yet. Do you think I would look more funny with a little hat? Actually, yes. But yeah, now the Laughing Mold can actually escape and join the basement dwellers. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Now, with that taken care of, there is a couple things that I would like to check out before we finish this video. One thing that we've, of course, been putting off for a long while is probably something that you've been thinking about since the start of this video. First, we'll, of course, get Sybil's thoughts on the basement dungeon, or rather the mold dungeon. Ugh. Thick mold filling the basement? Sounds like a nightmare. The boiler room is down there. That must be keeping the place warm and humid. I wonder if some of the spores from the fungus layer waft up here somehow. I've been feeling somewhat loopy lately. Or maybe it's just everything. Well, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I know what you've been thinking. We haven't really interacted with Eugene much beyond just buying stuff from him. But you've probably been thinking, hey, can't we attack this guy and take his stuff? Are you sure you want to attack? Absolutely. Hey, what gives? Are you robbing me? And yes, he's got his gun at the ready. But fortunately, we have our own ordnance to take him out with, plus some really powerful party members. So we'll just go to town on Eugene here, and you'll find that Eugene doesn't really have much in the way of resilience. Eugene is slain. Sam's party was victorious, and we get a custom handgun for defeating Eugene. He's dead. The whole store is yours now. Now, for stuff like equipment, we can just take it now, like this welding helmet here. The shopkeeper is dead. We can just take this. And, of course, we get a free helmet. However, there is a bit of a punishment for killing Eugene, although I'm not sure if it's intentional. So, real quick, let's just look at something over here. Shotgun shells. 16 shotgun shells, so we could just take that. However, let's take a look at how many shotgun shells we have in our inventory. We've got 32. Now, if I take this is 16 shotgun shells, so theoretically, we should have 48. However, if we steal any item that comes in multiple quantity, or is many items in one display item, we only get one item when we pick it up. You see, we only have 33 shotgun shells, so all this stuff that is supposed to be multiple items, like these 4 explosives, all of them are 1. This doesn't impede stuff like the armor that we can take, but all of the armor and the weapons, I should say, but throwing items, ammunition, explosives, healing items especially, all of those we cannot get any more than 1 from. I'm not sure if that's intentional. Like, if it's intentional, maybe it's like, this is the display item, and the actual inventory you get purchasing, Eugene was the one who pulled that out. So yeah, that doesn't really do us much good. And obviously, if Eugene is dead, he cannot restock the store anymore, so no more items will come out once Eugene is dead. Now, for his custom handgun, as you can see, it is a little bit stronger than a normal handgun, and also it holds 16 bullets instead of 12, so it's a pretty decent upgrade. However, there's something else we can do with Eugene, so let's reload our save real quick. A gripping plot thread that we haven't been advancing since the start of the game is Rafta's plot thread. Ah, it's you again. You have both a pen and stationery. Great, let's just push those into the pipe. I got him! I have everything I need. Hang on, give me a few minutes. I'm done. Can you please give this to him, if you find him? And yes, now a lightly curved envelope is pushed out of the pipe. It's stained with greasy fluid. We have a love letter for Nestor from Rafta. I hope I can see him again. Let's make our way over to Nestor real quick. Since we've last seen him, Nestor has still just been chilling in the bathroom. He is getting well acquainted with that urinal right there. Oh, you're from floor 3. How you doing? I'm Nestor. I think we met before. Wanted to do some laundry, blah blah. I've killed it, Nestor. You're so behind. Here, have this love letter. You say this is from the thing in the pipe? I don't know what to think about that. Whatever's in there can't be human. Not anymore. Hey! Give her a chance. You never know. Are you sure it's safe? Absolutely. Okay, I'll go talk to it. I mean, whatever is in there does seem really friendly. There we go. Isn't it nice to see love bloom in the worst of times? Let's go see how they're doing. Ah, it's nice to see that Nestor is just getting in nice and close. Maybe they're having a kiss right now. I don't see anything in there. I don't understand. Ah, my eye! Get it out! Oof, talk about an eyesore. Ah, thank you, thank you. I'm pulling, but it's in there. I can feel it rooting around in my brain. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And yes, looks like Nestor has gotten well acquainted with Rafta here. I'm not really sure which one we should focus on. Possibly the body. Let's go for that. So we'll just take some quick pistol shots. We'll obviously take a rifle shot. Helen, you can just do a normal strike there. I think we've got this thing down pat. It's no threat to us. Yeah, look at all the damage we're dealing. It just can't possibly do anything. And the wormhead has fleed. This thing's taking a little bit of a turn for the worse. It looks like we got a Nestor's body still, a worm foot, and a worm hand. We'll just do some normal strikes on this stuff and see how that works out for us. Surprised it's weak to crush damage. This thing doesn't seem to be putting too much resistance up. Yeah, everything is fleeing. Where are they all going? Maybe we should follow the head. The body looks non-hostile. The remains of Nestor doesn't seem to be paying you any mind. Should you follow the other parts that fled? Yeah, let's go after the head. I feel like if we could get anything out of any of these body parts, it would probably be this one. Man, he moves quick. Hey, get back here, get back here! Well, we should have been able to catch him, but unfortunately. Lyle, what do you think of what's going on here? Lyle seems really unperturbed. Hey, well, he didn't actually go in here. Where he actually went into was Eugene's shop. Looks like he's getting nice and comfy with Eugene. Uh-oh. I would have never looked into the pipe without your encouragement, Sam. What happens next is all thanks to you. Ah! What is this thing? I've never felt more alive. I can't thank you enough. Well, now. That feels better. Here, he dropped his gun. Keep it. It's a gift. As thanks for making me a new man. So yeah, if you want a way to get the custom handgun without technically killing Eugene, there you go. So, it seems like I have a store to run. That's going to be fun. What can I do for you? Now, one thing to note is that if you get Nestor's Funky Emporium, Nestor does not pull out any new items, or at the very least, in patches up to this point, the store would stop updating once Nestor took over the store, so it's functionally like Eugene is dead, but you can't just take the items, so not really a good idea to let Nestor take this place over. However, there is something else we can do here. Sure, buddy, want to talk about something? Well, first off, I want to just get this out of the way right now. Know where your other parts are? Yes, I can feel them. My leg found a friend in the meds room. My arm made a little nest in the air ducts and laid some eggs. Eggs? My torso is where you left it, rooted in place and growing. The rest of me is all over the place. I've really unleashed my inner explorer. What can I do for you? That is a red herring. You remember how that one bathroom door, if you knocked on the door, they would just say occupied? It still does that. Nestor's arm cannot be found at all, so this side quest with Nestor and Rafta stalls out here. Nothing else happens with it. It is currently unfinished. But there are still some other things we can do here, so any rumors? Yeah, I got eyes and ears everywhere. Let me think. Nothing comes to mind just yet. Okay, that wasn't very helpful. Need anything? I have everything I need. What can I do for you? I'm sorry for what happened. Sorry for what? Getting me to look into that pipe? Nothing to apologize for, friend. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I feel wonderful. What can I do for you? Let's see. What did you do to Eugene? I just took over for him. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. I made sure of that. Can't you hear him screaming under there? I'll take good care of him, don't you worry. We are friends for life. Oh, come on. Let him go. Let him go? And then what? Just crawl around as a head? That's not fair. But you're torturing him! Maybe you have a point. It's not fair on poor Eugene. He has nothing to do with this. I need to find something else. In you, on the other hand, I think you deserve a better reward. A reward? Cool. What is it? It's a surprise. Perhaps that was not a good invitation to extend. Yes, that will get us killed if we do that. Now, there's one other plot point that I want to pull up on before we finish up this video. That's right, as I've mentioned previously, there are some extra dialogue we can get with Phillipe if we take him to the Spore Mother's chamber. Now what we want to do is we want to actually run directly into a bunch of these spores here. As you can see, Sam becomes a little bit more than lethargic when enough spores have attached to him. And let's walk into the Spore Mother's area. We're here to rescue you, princess. We love you. The dragon is dead. Oh, she's so scared. She doesn't know what to say. Come on, let's go and give her a big hug, yes? Maybe I get a kiss from the princess. Ho, ho, ho. Now, you can get into a pretty extensive dialogue sequence here with Phillipe. Let's just see if we can go a little bit more. What's the matter? We won. Why so glum? We saved everybody. Yeah, you're right. Let's approach her. If you continue to resist, eventually Phillipe will drop the ruse, and we get a fight similar to what we got when we left without actually taking on the Spore Mother. So, regardless of which way you go, there is no way to get out of here without having to unfortunately kill your possessed friend, Phillipe. But, if you come here and you approach the Spore Mother with Phillipe, you step closer and are captivated by her beauty. You feel entranced. The world seems to melt away around you. You feel two sets of furry little paws push you from behind. You fall into her flowing robes, feel slimy, and clings to your skin. You look up, expecting a look of surprise on her face. But the last thing you see as you sink into her is the perverse, hungry glare of a predator relishing its meal. You sink into a cold, slimy world of burning pain and are assimilated into the fungus colony. And for that, we get a little achievement. And if the patch notes didn't lie to me... Nope, there's still a little bit of... Oh, no, actually, no, okay. It was artifacting for a little bit, but it looks like that's mostly been fixed. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, with that taken care of, there's still some loose ends I've been hanging on to make sure I can pad out the videos and get a lot more taken care of. So when we return, we're going to get to those loose ends, and then we're going to actually start getting some endings for the game. Should be a grand time, I'm sure. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, though, goodbye.
I don't dispute the doubts you've outlined, but it's my right to waste your time.